Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest. His name is Dustin from Richmond Homes. We've helped the family in the past already, and today he's going to talk about why Davenport and what makes his builder different than all the other ones around here.
Yes,
So
sir.
Dustin, thank you for having me today.
Nice to have you back, Nelson.
Appreciate it.
So
Thank you very
Nelson,
much.
I did help some folks find a home here with us.
Mhm.
They were pleased. They actually sent some more friends. Sadly, at this point, I am getting to the end of this community. But what is really probably the more important thing to talk about is what's happening here in Davenport. So we're south of Disney, south of Orlando, in basically a whole new area. Davenport was orange groves and farmland, and now it's turning into the suburbs, which is making it very valuable because we're close to Orlando, we're close to Disney. Prices are still good. We can get you a home in here for basically what an apartment costs, in Orlando or even near Disney. So really have a lot of value with the area changing quite a bit. New schools, new restaurants, gyms, you name it. And so prices are great now, but we've been here almost 2 years. And we're starting to see the prices shoot up. Tons of building going on. Nelson, of course, can tell you guys about all the different builders in the area. We're just one of them, and what does make us different is that in this price range, a lot of the builders, it is what it is. Everything included. And there's a lot of value to that. It's easy for first-time buyers. It's not the best resale value. It's not giving you the best possible home you can have. So with us, we don't like to use the word shell, but the home itself is very nice. You see a 9'4" ceilings, 8-foot doors. And the best thing about our homes is the quality of the windows, the insulation, and the doors. That's what gives us a nice low electric bill. So most builders are about a 100. Our homes are 70. And a lot of what people are seeing here in Davenport is there are older homes, but they're 15, 20 years old. So the difference between $100 a month electric bill or 200 plus for an older home. Very, very good area. You've been working this area for a while. Of course, you know what's going on with some of the other folks, but that is what we have going on here. And so again, we're Richmond American Homes, we're based out of Denver. We've been living here a while. This community is going to wrap up. We're going to have new communities. Reach out to Nelson for information because we're now everywhere from DeLand to Lakeland, St. Cloud, and then all the way down to Winter Haven, which is going to grow a lot this year as well.
Absolutely. Winter Haven is actually growing a lot. And Dustin, where are you moving? That way, kind of let the audience know, like where.
So we have homes south of us here. If you took I-4 south of Disney, you hit Highway 27. Highway 27 is going to take you all the way up to Claremont, all the way down to Winter Haven, and everything on that road is changing. We're talking 50, 60 miles of road, new stores, restaurants, you name it. I'm going to be somewhere nearby soon. What is nice, yes, Winter Haven, for example, you're moving further from Orlando, but that payment can be $250 less a month than what you're finding in Davenport. And to be fair, people come to Davenport expecting very low monthly payments. It's not quite, it's kind of, is it under $1,500 a month? Is it over $1,500 a month? But those other areas can give you that $1,200 to $1,500 a month in a total housing expense. Taxes, insurance, HOAs, everything included. Davenport still averages, folks, $1,500 to $2,000. But a brand new home, low energy bill, it's not far from what you pay for an apartment.
Absolutely. The prices in apartments are actually shooting up as well.
Of course.
You might as well buy your own home.
They sadly, they don't want people to stay long. In an apartment, you make more money by kind of pushing people out and getting the next folks where you charge them more every 6 months, every year. It is amazing. Prices on homes are going up about $1,000 a month. So a lot of people are like, oh, I need to wait till the end of my lease. They're going to charge me $2,500 to break it. Well, if you're waiting 3 or 4 months, the price of the home goes up $3,000 or $4,000. So it's a good time to make the change because renting, as you said, is going to get even more expensive everywhere from Orlando all the way down here.
Absolutely. So today we're here. What floor plan is this one here in particular?
This is our so this is the model. This is for sale. But, so the model, we do now have it for sale. We have both of them here because, of course, everyone comes in and they go, well, how much is all this stuff? Models are confusing because they have more than anyone's really puts. Not a lot of the homes here look quite like this. It's kind of a balance between a very basic and a very upgraded. We can give you all those options. But the model is always great because we're showing off everything we can do. And when we do sell it, we have to cut through some of that pricing.
Right.
You know, it's more expensive than the other homes in the neighborhood. It wouldn't appraise with the bank. So
Mhm.
whoever does buy this home, it will be a good opportunity for them.
Absolutely.
But very popular home. If you guys want to walk with
Absolutely.
me here, so very open and modern.
Mhm.
You know, this is what we call structurally modern home. The tall ceilings, the tall doors, they're maximizing space. In almost like minimalism, there is a little bit of an ideology to it.
Mhm.
The idea is that, you know, you spend less time in your room by yourself and more time with your family in these common open areas.
Mhm.
But what people love about the Sunstone is it offers you this second living room option here. So this home's 2,000 square feet, but it's up to 5 spaces. And sorry, not 5. I'll make sure we all keep our distance here.
Right,
But
right.
appreciate you guys coming down. So this home gives you some options. You can have this bedroom part of the garage. You can have the front bedroom as an office or a bedroom. And we're looking at a bedroom that's been made into a living room here with this team room.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of our more versatile homes.
Mm-hmm.
People love it, but I always ask them, do you need all 5 bedrooms?
Mhm.
And they're like, no, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 bedroom is even better.
Okay.
You lose this extra space,
Mm-hmm.
but you have a bigger kitchen,
Much
bigger patio, much bigger mess. You know the Ruby home I've showed you many times. Very popular, very elegant feeling home. Let me walk you back this way through. Love the covered patio on here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see in the distance, we're now getting to the point where all the homes are being built. Nice rainy day down here in Davenport.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to get that big storm all weekend, we didn't get a thing. I've now lived here for 4 years, and yeah, people always worry about moving to Florida and the storms, but really haven't seen anything to worry about out here yet. All these new communities, people always ask me along the outside why you have the dry retention and all that.
Okay, that's right.
You're never gonna have water in these homes.
Okay.
Even if you look right here in the grass, you can see where the homes the grass comes
Kind of-
together and
kind
it
of
angles.
dips a little bit, yeah.
So all that stuff is accounted for in new homes.
So here what's nice about Atlanta, especially living in Florida, that you can just literally hang out. You guys have the option to screen in the porch, or that's after closing?
Of course, you know, it's something we can do. Some things are less expensive, not less, and I will just tell people, hey, you know, we'll charge you this, someone else would charge you that. But yes, this is the start of a great patio, maybe some shades.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would extend the bricks and maybe extend that patio at the back and just have, I mean, a really cool indoor out space. Of course, as you know, everyone moving to Florida thinks they're gonna have a pool. So everyone coming down, and I told my realtor the same thing, I want a pool, and I think I could hear her rolling her eyes through the phone. But of course, the homes can accommodate them. You know, when you see this yard next to you, of course you could do a pool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's funny, everyone moving to Florida thinks they're gonna have the pool.
Right.
And so being able to say, yes, you can fit the pool, even if it is, they buy it, they sell it to someone else, and they're telling that new person,
Right.
it's amazing how much it comes up.
Right.
This little insert here, this is the second closet in this home. So the master. So I would put a wall, I'd put a door here, and this would open into the master. So we give people the option, do you want the room? Not expensive. Do you want the cabinets? They can be, but you know, it depends on which you choose. A lot of people leave it open and they put a treadmill. I had one person do a drum set, I had another person get their own cabinets and build in like a nice bar.
Oh, nice.
So it is a cool house, it's got a lot of different options.
Question,
Please,
in regards to countertops, is it standard as in granite quartz?
We of course we get that question all the time because again, a lot of the homes in this price range, what you see is what you get. With us, you have to pick everything, and that is how you want to build your home. It's going to make for a more personalized home, individual to you. That's going to have it's going to have a higher resale value. To answer your question, the homes do come rather basic, but there's always going to be some incentives to get people started. So yes, we are going to do like a very basic linoleum or vinyl or whatever counter, but we normally give enough money to cover like the granite and the cabinets. So it just confuses folks. Is like, is it standard? No, but is it included? Yes. And it gives them the choice. You know, most folks don't want vinyl floors or laminate counters. I don't really have any homes in this community that have that. I really don't. You know, what we do is we help people pick the home, the lot, options, and then set them up for home gallery. So they have some nice tile everywhere but the bedrooms. Nice cabinets, just like you're seeing. You know, this is what people actually get in their home. This isn't a level 15 or something. And then these are gonna match in the bathrooms. Normally marble in the bathrooms, granite in the kitchen. We, like this month, if I could build, I'd give you all the appliances, and I'd give you some money to start, cover the cabinets and counters. So you'd just be doing flooring or whatever. And it's nice because you can do a granite, you can do any different colors of granite. You know, if it is an upgrade, it's just a slight expense. And then if you wanted to step in, like this is a nice quartz, you have the option to do that. And then we have any color quartz you could possibly want. I've seen this same quartz here has the speckles in it, and it catches your eye. Like, what is cool about our design center is they're coming from the West. The West is a little bit ahead on design trends. So we have things that none of these other home galleries have. It's anything you could want, we can give you in these homes. And so that's one thing, you know, specific to us, of course, and the big difference that we are offering. The nicer standard features, the options, and then of course with us it's more about customer service than it is about sales. But yes,
big on that, so.
it makes a big difference. You know, it is your home. I make the joke, I'm not selling mattresses, so it's not, we can take our time, we can pick everything. But for the folks that really want their home their way, this line is very, very smart because it can be a basic home. You know, you're a young family, you just need a nice house. You're not worried about floors and counters, you do that over time. That's our base home. The home everyone wants is the one I just described. It has the tile, the granite, and all that. Or now you're a retired couple. You want to get a reasonably sized home, you know, under 2,000 square feet, but you want to spend the extra 10,000 and make it look like this model. My line of homes can give you those options. And then you have a neighborhood that has these different options, and so each home's a little different, and it really makes for a more valuable home and a more valuable neighborhood.
Awesome.
That is really all about. If you want to follow me in the master, we can kind of wrap up. There's a couple of cool features in here. Seeing the barn door.
The barn doors are pretty popular now, right?
They are, and honestly, for the price, I tell a lot of people to just do it at Home Depot. But it does, you know, it gets people excited. It shows them something that could be different, something that could be right for them. Now, you see it up in the ceiling there, some optional speakers, some extra lights. I imagine behind this mirror is a TV mount. The tube in the wall so you can run your cables down in the wall. That's the really cool stuff when we build, that we can let you pick all of that. And so it's not we're not trying to sell you TVs or security cameras or even the ceiling fans. We just, you know, we want to do the wiring or the pendant light wiring. The wiring itself is not expensive. Then people over time, they can go to the store and they can get their own ceiling fan, their own pendant lights. It sets them up for that success. Follow me in here real quick. And kind of that same thing with upgrades. Of course, we have all kinds of fancy faucets and light. Ignore that missing mold there. So, same thing with like the tile you're seeing here, the door. Some things are a good deal, good thing to do with us. Some things are not. You know, the floors, counters, cabinets are great. The sink, faucets, and the lights, ceiling fans, those I tell people are better to do on your own over time. You know, and to use use your time to personalize your home the way you really want without having to spend everything all up front.
Absolutely.
Why mortgage a sink faucet or whatever? You know, so some things are worth it, some things are not, and I like to be very realistic with people about that, because we do get a lot of first-time home buyers and they see the value, they want to have the nicer home, but it can be overwhelming. You know, my job, just like yours, is to make things as simple as possible.
Absolutely. That's the whole goal, right? Get a lot of weight off the buyer's shoulders, especially for the first-time home buyers.
Exactly. And that is, you know, obviously your goal as an agent as well, is to make the process as easy for them as possible, because a lot of people only buy a couple homes in their life.
Right.
You know,
Every day.
most people are fortunate enough to buy a home.
Right,
You know, and
absolutely.
really a lot of folks have to save for a long time. An interesting thing with builders, kind of to finish this up here, what is
very interesting in general real estate, particularly in a busy market. We have more people looking for houses than we have houses in Central Florida. So you, a first-time home buyer, you're coming to someone selling their home. Normally they'd help you, pay your closing costs and things. Right now they're not going to do that. So it's costing people $22,000 to buy a home, that 250 price range. With a builder, that could be as little as $13,000. And what, as you know, and just to explain a little bit, what that would mean is, if $13,000 would be your down payment, 3.5% on an FHA. That other money is what's left with prepaids. Most builders are going to say we pay all the prepaids. They don't really pay all of that stuff because the prepaids is basically a deposit with the mortgage company. A year of taxes, HOA, all that stuff. So it's normal to pay that, but if you're talking about that $13,000, your down payment is your down payment. The rest is that deposit, basically the mortgage company. So it's all the buyer's money. But builders can really help first-time buyers to get going. And as you know, and I'm sure you're going to tell your followers about more, is that with all this construction going on and a low inventory, to get a new home, people are going to need to come to a builder.
Absolutely.
There's not going to be a lot, and of course, as you know, you go to Orlando and you look at a home that's $100,000 more. It's 10 years old, 15 years old. It needs a new roof, windows, all those things. I own that house. I have a house built in 1997. I've been working on it for years, and it's a lot. And my house is half the size of this house. And if I didn't know how to do those things, it wouldn't get done. So a first-time buyer wants to take on a fixer-upper home. They have no idea how much work they're getting into. So if you're a young couple, you have children, you have a parent living with you, whatever it is, a new home can benefit you greatly because everything's done, everything's in order. You can focus on your life, you can focus on your family, and then you can do fun stuff like putting up barn doors, changing your lights, things like that. So Nelson, it's always great to have you with us. Do you have any other questions for me while you're here?
Yeah, I was gonna have Onyx check out the master closet here, which is unique. A lot of builders don't build big closets, but you guys actually have that nice feature to it.
That's one of our smaller ones.
And that's one of the smaller ones, right?
What's cool about this home, again, is you can have that second closet. If you were to step down into the smaller 4-bedroom home, the closet's twice the size. So that's the other reason. It's not just, oh, do you want 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms? Well, I have a 3-bedroom 1-story, I have a 3-bedroom 2-story. So each home is not just different, but when you start to change the colors and the patterns and the materials, you can really make your home your home. There's a lot of things we can do there.
Awesome. So Dustin, it was a pleasure, having you on my channel. Thank you so much for sharing about your builder and what it has to offer. We're here to help. Dustin and I have built a great relationship, and having clients back and forth and being able to help them out as much as we can. So again, thank you, Dustin.
I appreciate you coming by. It has been good to get to know you. We're able to do some good things. You wouldn't think that the builders and the realtors would get together. It is important, and I just want to note that when you use a realtor with a builder, it doesn't cost you anything.
Absolutely.
We pay the realtor, and we always tell people, hey, you would not get a better deal without your realtor. The reason that people would want to use them is because technically my legal responsibility is to my company. My fiduciary, I have to do the best thing for them. Now with Richmond, of course, customer service is #1 for us. So we do everything we can for the client, but really the reason you want to have an agent is because their legal responsibility is to do the best thing for you. And of course, with any kind of big, purchases, legal matters, everyone kind of has a different position. My position is different from you, different from the buyer. It's never perfectly comfortable, and so that's why having good people to work with, having a good agent, having a reputable builder is going to make all the difference for everyone. So it's been great to get tonight. Anything else I can do for you, let me know. Great having you come by.
You guys, thank you for watching. See you on the next one.
Thanks so much.